mind, we fight and run away from Tigerland. We never weaken till the final siren blows. Like the tigers of old, we're strong and we're bold. Away from Tiger, yellow and black. Away from Tiger, eat 'em alive. Away from Tigerland. Away from Tigerland.
Good evening everyone, and welcome to TIO Stadium for this round 14 under 18 girls clash between Waratah and Nightcliff. It's the second game back after the Christmas break. I'm Stu Davis. I'm joined by Heidi Thompson. Welcome, Heidi.
Hey Stu, how you going? Happy New Year.
Yeah, and you. So of course just the 4 teams in the under 18 girls competition this season as it's panned out, and these 2 teams have played a number of times, and Nightcliff sitting on top of the table, so expect a strong showing from them tonight, I would think. So game's underway, and it's Waratah with the first clearance. Get the ball inside forward 50, but Nightcliff defenders there first, but under some pressure. The hand pass comes across, and Nightcliff just trying to work the ball out of defence, and have got it about 70 metres from their goal without actually having a quick kick, so they've done pretty well there. As ball on the ground, and there's a wrestle forward in there. I don't think that's coming out very quickly, and it'll be a ball up just in front of the grandstand here.
Yeah, good start by Tars and Chloe Lay, driving her legs and getting the footy going forward into the forward line, but then Nightcliff have done well here out on the wing.
So from that stoppage, ball close to the boundary line, and cleared away there by Lakaya Rabbit, and now running onto it for Nightcliff was Julie Pollen. That's a good pass inside and finds Drew Cook, who plays on quickly inside forward 50. A chance here with the ball out in front, and it's Lilette Arfat who's gets the hand pass back now, and Mia Gross gets a quick hand pass in. Plans a call. Arfat again at ground level, picks up and now swings around on the left foot in towards the goal square, or the ball slips out the back. There's a shot for goal there. It's going to dribble through, I think. Yes, it is. It's a Nightcliff goal, and I'm just trying to pick up who the player is that kicked that goal, but an opportunist goal just slipped out the back, and a nice finish from only 5 metres or so out.
Yeah, one of the Tars players went to ground, and then it just was an easy pick up from the Nightcliff player here in being able to get it on the boot.
Some good work out there by Arfat though. Just remain calm, got the kick in. So that might be Lolita Das or Misha Kamala.
Might be Misha, I think, number 13.
Yeah. So first score on the board to Nightcliff, as again it looks like Waratah with the opportunity to win the clearance from the centre, but the hand pass went forward, missed the target, and now a quick kick forward by Jacinta Friel for Tars, out wide to the outer side of the ground. Running onto it there is Jordan Tonkin for Waratah, leaves the ball behind but recovers well to lay the tackle. Play on's the call as the ball spills out, and now another strong tackle just forward of half back for Nightcliff on the outer side of the ground. The ball's kept in play, a bit of volleyball type action out there, but swinging in now. It's pretty congested in there at the moment. Nothing clear coming out, and a free kick's been found here. It's a throw is the call, and it's a Waratah free kick to Jordan Tonkin. So Tonkin chips towards the 50-metre line, and in front was Koulakis, takes a nice mark. She's looking to move the ball on quickly now, gets it towards the centre corridor. Reaching over from the back was Agnes Magindi, just punched it forward, and now she's in the action again with the ball in front of her, and picks up, hand passes into some space where there's a couple of Tars players, but strong defensive work out of there, and Nightcliff able to bring it away straight down the centre of the ground virtually. The bounce doesn't favour Waratah there, but hand pass inboard by Lolita Das. But again, it's Chloe Lay who picks up and kicks out towards the boundary line. It's out in some space, and picking up out here for Nightcliff was Rabbit, but her kick is chopped off, and Alicia Jeffrey takes that mark for Tars. She looks to centre the ball across into the corridor to the advantage of Jordan Tonkin. Tonkin trying to run onto it now, or gets met pretty heavily and perhaps a bit high, and that's the way the umpire's seen it.
Tonkin put her head over the footy there, and the Nightcliff player came through and used the hip and shoulder, so a little bit dangerous, but Tonkin's been lively here, and nice forward entry.
So again, Nightcliff standing strong across half back there as they work the ball up into the centre square, and pass comes out. But at ground level, they're just trying to work it out. It's cleared out of there by Shania Roberts for Nightcliff. She gets it down towards centre half forward. Some strong body work, but left the ball behind. And now it's Reisinger who kicks it down to the goal square. It's a foot race on to get back there, and first back there was Riley Lapira for Waratah and rushed it through for the behind.
Yeah, she showed really good composure there, not to be too much under pressure and try and pick the ball up. Just kicked it forward and then got the point.
So Lapira will bring the ball back into play, just runs out of the defensive goal square, has a bounce, and now kicks down towards half-back, and that's a good pass and a good mark taken by Jacinta Friel, and a diving mark on the outer side of the ground by Hannah Wilson, and a couple of good possessions from Tars as they build up round the outer side. They've got players out the back here. If the ball gets over, it looks like an opportunity to do so, and Tonkin again gets a kick down, and Tars have worked the ball all the way down to half forward, close to the boundary on the outer side, but that's going to roll over the boundary line, and so that'll be a Nightcliff free kick.
Yeah, really good passage of play there, Stu.
Yeah.
A couple of nice kicks and marks and hitting space. Just lacking some depth in the forward line here.
So the ball back on the outer side again. Poppy Fawcett involved out there for Tars. Now lays the tackle. Ball spills out, and Nightcliff looking to clear from half back. That's a strong overhead mark taken there. And Roberts again kicks long down towards the wing. It's a wrestle for the ball. Nicely picked up and swung around, and Tars have the ball up towards half forward now, but Nightcliff again look pretty composed in defence as they bring the ball back through the centre square, and good hands on the pick up there, and swing around kick by Das, and found her teammate in Reisinger just outside of forward 50. She runs around the player on the mark and now kicks down towards the top of the goal square. The ball's out in front and loose. Hand pass comes back inboard, and now they've got all the players there, but a throw's been called.
I think it was probably the right call, but unlucky. They had all the numbers there. Nightcliff probably should have put a goal on the board there.
So Lapira again brings it grandstand side this time, and from the marking contest, ball spills to the ground, and Shania Roberts working hard in there again, but there's a throw being called again. It's the Waratah free kick again.
Yeah, umpires are right on it with the throws. He was right there for that call.
So Oniala Kalakis to take the free kick. She chips it round the grandstand side, but there's plenty of Nightcliff players there, and with strength from behind was Julia Pollen, and followed up her work and got the kick inside forward 50 over the back. Lapira takes possession, kicks out into open space, but Nightcliff are going to be first here. It's Reisinger again, who tries to break the tackle there, got caught with the ball, play on the call as it spilled out, and now the chance for Tars to clear through Kobe Lee into the centre of the ground. Bit of a paddle forward there, and Waratah get it down towards centre half forward, where Sian Murphy takes possession, tries to get a kick, got tackled as she tried to kick. The ball spilled out, and she's penalised, and then puts the ball on the ground. And
50 metres.
Yeah, so just got to be a bit more aware than that, I think. Heidi?
Yeah, I think at this level, you know now that you've got to give the ball back into their hands. Even if you walk it over there, just putting it on the ground is a pretty obvious 50-metre penalty. And no one on the mark here.
Yeah, so it was Drew Cook who kicked the ball inside forward 50, and a nice mark taken down there by Misha Kumala it was, and her kick for goal is good, and through for Nightcliff's second goal, and her second goal, I think.
Yeah, we think it is.
Yeah.
Yep. No, she's been pretty dominant in that forward line there. I think Nightcliff deserve a couple of goals here. They've had some really nice forward entries, and before they had a massive outnumber and didn't make Waratah's pay, but they certainly did then.
So yeah, as you said, Waratah have had a couple of nice passages around the outer side of the ground there, but just can't really get it past that half forward line, can they?
Yeah, it seems to be breaking down at that top of the 50 turnover city there, and I think that what's happening is they haven't got their entries deep enough, and all the forwards are out of the 50, and then it turns over, and Tars don't have the opportunity, so they just need to run and carry, maybe give it to a runner, something like that. Use some fresh legs early in the game.
We're just waiting for the restart here. The ball has made its way back to the field umpire. I think there's an infringement been found for something, and it's going to be a Nightcliff free kick. Not sure what that's about. It was called by the umpire outside of the square, but anyway, it's Nightcliff going forward down towards half forward, and again, strong mark taken out there by Kamala, and her kick goes down. They've got it deep in the forward line once again, Nightcliff, and Waratah desperately at ground level. Some good work there, and a quick kick out by Kobe Lee once again. But Nightcliff with the numbers as it's paddled out in front. Strong body work by Hannah Wilson, just got her opponent out the way, but Roberts comes in for Nightcliff, gets it over the top, and now kick in towards the goal square. The mark's taken, playing on straight away. I think it's her again. It's another strong finish.
You can see why they're so strong, Stu.
Yeah.
They clearly understand each other's game, and they've got some really nice overhead mark players who have taken some really nice marks at the top of the 50, and then they just bulleted in to Miss Reliable.
Yeah, that's right.
Who we think has kicked 3 goals.
Misha Kamala once again. So, yeah, just getting in the right place at the right time, deep in that forward line.
Almost at the 11-minute mark, we've got Nightcliff leading Waratah 19-0. So three goals and a point.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
And you can see why they're so successful. Very clean below their knees, and they hit targets, and they can certainly find goals.
So another ball up to Friel there for Tars. Got the hand pass as she was tackled, and now another long hand pass by Lay. Friel's in there again, and play on's a call as the kick comes laterally out here, out into some space. Nightcliff are going to pick first there, nicely picked up, and then swung back inboard was Rabbit, kicked high towards centre half forward. The ball slips over the back, and Nightcliff again, first opportunity at ground level. Reisinger gets the hand pass inboard, but ball just went to ground and gave Tars defenders the opportunity to close in. Strong body work once again as Rabbit gets the hand pass out, but Tars able to clear out of defence this time around the wing, and now ducking back inboard for it was Alma Ray Cadell for Waratah as the kick goes down forward of the centre wing. The ball spills out now, and a chance for Tars. It's towed off the ground down there by Agnes Majindi, but the Nightcliff defenders have closed in and made it difficult to clear out. Ulamari gets a hand pass forward, but only as far as her opponent, and another scramble for the ball on the ground. Eventually it comes out, and Julia Pollen kicks high down towards half forward. There's a push being called here. It's going to be a Waratah free kick at half back.
Hannah Wilson started the game really well here in the ruck, and she's been winning a heap of footy and using her body well here for Waratahs.
So she's coming grandstand side. That kick looks good, and mark is nicely taken there, and it's Hartaluni who kicks long down towards half forward. The ball swirls out here to Majindi, tries to kick it forward on the left. Rabbit intercepted there, but then had the ball knocked out of her hands. The hand pass comes out the back, which was pretty clever play. There was a couple of Nightcliff players waiting there, and Tyler Gaffer gets the kick forward, finds her teammate Fox Chaffer. Imogen Fox Chaffer chips short, looking for Roberts once again, but she couldn't control it. But running onto it is Tanika Bush for Nightcliff. She kicks long down towards the goal square again, over the head of all players down there. Lapira was working back, took possession as the siren sounded, and prevented another score from Nightcliff, but a pretty solid start from Nightcliff in the first quarter.
Yeah,
Heidi.
other than probably the first couple of minutes in the game where Waratah's had it on their own terms, it's really been the Nightcliff show at the moment. You can see why they're so dominant in this under-18 league. leading Waratahs. So they're 3 goals, 1-19, Nightcliff. Waratahs yet to score.
We'll be back shortly with the second quarter.
This afternoon here at Waratah, TIO Stadium. To the left of your radio they go.
Wow, what a goal to start the game.
Picked up by Beautiful.
Goes for home and has nailed an absolute ripstorter.
From the pocket, and he's picked an absolute ripper.
Terrific work down there by Anderson again, running inside forward, 50 kicks long towards goal. It's going to bounce all the way through for a goal.
It's a blessing because I'm born and bred in NT, lived here all my life, and to get to play with all the girls, most of them are from here, some of them are come in, but they've made their place here, and it's really exciting. I reckon it's up there. I reckon if we could get a premiership in the Women's Premier League, it would be really good, but this is all right for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honour to welcome each and every one of you to Larrakia land. May our ancestors guide and protect you always. Thank you.
And he gets the free kick. Moves it quickly. Philo off a step. 50 out. Long kick.
Yep.
Just sneak through. Well done, Brody Philo.
Just sort of went out there and did my role pretty much and got the chocolates in the end, I guess. Credits to the boys, to the Woodville West Torrens boys. We're in the premiership last year. They're a pretty good team, hard gut running team. First quarter looked pretty hard, and we thought it was going to end for a long day. I mean, we just grind away, and as the quarter game got on, we got the job done. Broke them open in the last quarter, I guess.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium for this round 14 NAWIC under 18 girls match at TIO Stadium. I'm Stu Davis. I'm with Heidi Thompson, and Heidi, it's probably as expected, Nightcliff with the strong start in the first quarter.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Julia Pollen in the middle. Nice strong kick into that forward line, and then obviously Kamala, who's kicked 3, we believe, and Charlotte Reisinger as well has been quite strong for Nightcliff. Tars have got the job ahead here.
Hit out one there by Wilson for Tars, and ball bounces back into her hands, and she gets the clearance out wide. Looking out there for Jordan Tonkin, who's toe poked it off the ground now. She's got plenty of opposition, but she's going to be first to the ball here and picks up, ducks back inside, gets away from the tackler and kicks the ball inside forward 50. Strong defensive work down there as the ball's paddled out, but Tars have got some numbers as Hartaluni tried to get a quick kick in. That was smothered. Working back there was Gaffer for Nightcliff, got the hand pass out, and now the ball out in some space, and Nightcliff bring it around the outer side of the ground close to the boundary line, and ball's kept in play. Hartaluni gets the hand pass forward, but again chopped off by Wilson. She tries to break past the tackle there and got caught, unfortunately for Tars, and the free kick will go Nightcliff's way. So they've got numbers forward of the ball as the quick kick comes forward, and again they've got spare players out wide there and just working it around that outer side of the ground. A long kick inside forward 50, and coming in from over the back was Pollen down there, impacting the contest, but Tars clear it away, but chopped off in defence, and I think that might be McQueen out there who's taken that mark for Nightcliff. Kicks straight away back inside forward 50, just slipped through the hands and the ball spilt to the ground, but there's a holding free kick being paid here, and Nightcliff again through Charlotte Reisinger. She kicks towards the top of the goal square, the ball slips over the back and nicely read out the back there and just paddled through. It might be Rapid, is it?
The long hair.
Long hair covers the number.
Covered the number. We just can't quite see it. It's really crafty, actually, at ground level, just to stay out of the contest and not go in and try and impact, because it'd have ended up straight in her lap. Yeah. No one on her. Kick in here from Reisinger. Look at that out the back. Lovely. Just grubbers it through. I think she's done that a few times before. Like the casual nature of that kick.
We'll pick up who that player is, but no, might have been Lakia Rabbit. But anyway, game's about to restart in the centre of the ground, and it's Wilson again doing the ruck work for Tars. Doesn't win it this time as the ball is thumped forward there by Bush, but Tars get the clearance towards the outer side of the ground, and out there again is Jordan Tonkin, but ball just gets past her this time, and Nightcliff with some numbers kick the ball inside, but nicely chopped off down there, and it's Tars going forward on the outer side of the ground.
Someone's lost a boot.
Yeah.
Jordan Tonkin's been best on for Tars for me so far. She's had plenty of the ball.
So the ball spills forward, and now working back the Tars defenders, just paddling the ball a bit, gives the Nightcliff defender, but gave Tars the opportunity, trying to swing back into traffic there, and caught with the ball was Ulamari, managed to get it out, and play on was the call as the kick comes down towards half back, and a nice mark taken by Lauritsen for Nightcliff.
A really risky kick there, swinging around on the boot right at the top of the 50, but happened to be that Nightcliff were there by themselves. It looks like Sian Murphy's given away a free here. They've moved her into the midfield, Stu, so she was playing full forward. Yeah. So they're just trying to get maybe a little bit of body in there, opportunity to get the footy out.
Oh, nicely marked out there by Cadell for Tars, and now she swings the ball back inside towards half forward. Murphy bundled out of the way, hits the ground, and play on's the call as Fawcett gets a quick kick forward towards half forward, bounces off hands down there, and Hartaluni paddles it to her own advantage, picks up now, gets a hand pass as she's tackled, but holding ball is the call, and it'll be Ulamari who will take the free kick for Nightcliff. She's going towards the outer side there, the ball out in front of her teammate Fox Chaffer. She's under pressure from Murphy, but gets some assistance now from Sierra McQueen, who hand passed backwards trying to get it back to Fox Chaffer, but the ball's gone over the boundary line, so it'll be a ball up between wing and half forward on the outer side of the ground directly in front of the scoreboard. So from the restart, ball at ground level, hand pass out of congestion comes to the back of the pack, but well read there, and Nightcliff bring it away again. Ball spills over here, and coming in strongly was Wilson with a toe poke off the ground, gets a hand pass back.
I don't think she knew anything about that hand pass.
She was running into traffic anyway, and she's fighting for the ball at ground level with Misha Kamala, and it'll be a ball up.
And this is where the footy seems to be turning over, just at the top of the 50. Let's see if Tars can get a deeper forward entry here.
Wilson at ground level just fished it back to her teammate. Good use of the ball through the hands, and a shot towards goal by Fawcett. The ball bounces to the advantage of the Nightcliff defender somewhat. That's Nellie Thomas back there, but she's under plenty of pressure from Tars players running in now. They're fighting each other for the ball at ground level, and a quick kick forward was by Jacinta Friel was smothered, touched off the boot and through for a behind, but it is Tars' first score of the game.
It is, and they probably deserved a goal there. They had 2-on-1, but I don't think Chloe Lay knew that she had a teammate there, and they were fighting for it at ground level.
So the kick-in was a bit short out there as Friel ran onto it, had a bit of an air shot as she was tackled. The ball spills out. Chloe Lay, an opportunity now, wheels around, tries to get back, now gets a hand pass inboard to Fawcett. Fawcett has a shot for goal. It's going right to the line. I think it's touched on the line. It is. And good work by Nellie Thomas getting back there and just reaching as high as she could basically to get fingertips to the ball and save the goal.
Yeah, one of the taller players out there on the field, so it was lucky that they had one of their talls right there on the line. Once again going down the corridor for their kickouts.
So which gives Tars the chance to get some numbers there. Comes to Fawcett again. She has another quick kick towards goal, but got a goalkeeper back there again. It's Nellie Thomas once again, and now she picks up, tries to get the hand pass over the top, but under plenty of pressure from Fawcett as the ball spills out. Here's an opportunity for Chloe Lay. Comes in, kicks towards goal, and she's put it straight through from the top of the goal square. And yeah, that was just a result of pressure, wasn't it? Forward pressure up there. Nightcliff sort of ran themselves into a bit of trouble, but the Tars players were around, and good finish.
Could have played a bit smarter there, Nightcliff, in running the footy out. A couple of those kick-outs that just went short. They should know by now that they can run out of the square and take meterage, but it seemed like they were just kicking straight back to Tars, and Chloe Lay worked her guts out there to get that footy and kick that goal. So they're making a game of it, which is good. It needs to be competitive. There's only 4 teams in the under-18 competition, and you'd hope that even though Nightcliff are on top, you'd hope that Tars don't just roll over here, and it's great to see a goal on the board. So it's now 25-8. So Nightcliff leading Waratahs at about the 8-minute mark of the second quarter.
So we can just see that that's Rabbit on the wing out here. So I'm pretty sure that the first goal kicker of the quarter was Linnell Arfat down there with the long ponytail covering her number. But there's a free kick in the centre again here. It's going Tars' way. So that's one way to open it up. As Wilson takes that kick, kicks to the outer side of the ground to the advantage of Hartaluni, but she loses possession of the ball. The hand pass comes inboard. McQueen gets a quick kick forward along the ground, round the outer side. Roberts out there paddles the ball in front of herself, just trying to run away there from Wilson. Does so, gets the kick to half forward, but Lapira down there for Tars was first on the ball and got the hand pass to Murphy. It comes back to Lapira now. She's under plenty of pressure as she's tackled with the ball, trying to get the hand pass out, and umpire John Rawsthorne calls for a ball up at half forward for Nightcliff. Some good ruck work as the ball's paddled forward. Paulson gets the hand pass inboard there to Roberts. Roberts caught with the ball, and now again it's going to be another ball up just inside the forward 50 for Nightcliff.
I really like that setup from Nightcliff earlier. See if they can win it again here. It looks like a free kick going the way of Nightcliff. I'm not sure what that one was for.
It's in the ruck contest by the looks. So anyway, it's Tanika Bush who kicks long towards the goal square, but good defensive work down there, and just reading the ball was Alicia Jeffrey and took a nice mark. And now clears, but in that corridor still as Rabbit runs onto it, gets a hand pass inboard. Quick kick forward as Lapira down there does some good defensive work once again. Knocked the ball. She's caught with the ball here. She could be in trouble, but umpire Rawsthorne says gives her the benefit of the doubt and
she's done well.
calls for the ball out.
Lapira, she's been under immense pressure in that back line and just held strong.
So from that stoppage, the ball spills out the back of the pack now, and again Lapira's putting the pressure on her Nightcliff opponent, holding the ball in underneath, and Charlotte Risinger stands up with the ball and hands it back to the umpire. So at ground level, McQueen gets a hand pass out. Ball spills out here, or ducking back inside was Kamala. The ball comes in towards the goal line, but working back there was Alicia Jeffrey. Got a hand to the ball and paddled it over the boundary line. So
she wanted another goal, Stu.
Yeah.
Some fancy footwork.
That's right.
Why not when you're in that sort of form? Have a crack.
So from the stoppage, well read off hands, and Friel, I think it is, gets the kick straight up the centre of the ground. Dangerous area, as you said before, but it's a contest for the ball on the ground as Murphy gets a kick out of congestion, but Nightcliff was set up behind the play. Well, the bounce favours Nightcliff there as they try to work it through the hands. Player out wide calling for it, doesn't get there, and it'll be a ball up once again. So plenty of numbers around the ball. It's a little bit congested, but that'd suit Tars in their back half at the moment, you would think, as running through there was Jacinta Friel. Manages to get the ball outside a defensive 50 up into the centre square now, and just trying to work it out of the pack there. The hand pass comes out. That was pretty well done, and Nightcliff an opportunity to go forward once again as they get it inside forward 50. Again at ground level, there's hands reaching in, trying to get the ball. Hand pass comes out. Here's a flying shot at goal once again, and guess who it is, Heidi?
Great, of course, Kamala. Wow.
Yep, Misha Kamala.
And if you watch the replay here, Nightcliff have a huge outnumber. I think there's a 5-on-2, and Kamala knows exactly what's happening there, and she just holds out. So you see her just on the right-hand side of the frame here, and there's 4-on-3 eventually that it works out to be, but look at that, just on the fringe of the contest, and then snaps it around the corner. I think she's jagged a few goals today doing exactly that, not going into the contest, holding her feet, waiting for the footy out. They're a pretty well-drilled team, Nightcliff, and they're playing some really good football here.
So Misha Kamala just was starting in the goal square in the first quarter. I see she's on the wing now, but that hasn't stopped her getting in the goal
she's
scoring
creeping
action.
Forward. Why wouldn't you?
Oh, good work again from Pollen for Nightcliff as the ball gets down to half forward. First there was Ware Drover for Tars. She's under plenty of pressure as well, and reaching in and picking it up was Kobe Lee. Runs away from that congestion, kicks the ball forward, and Tars have got numbers here if they can pick up cleanly on the outer side. It's struggling, but eventually it does. Harder Looney just ducks back inside, kicks long just over the head of her teammate down there, and gives Cook, I think it is, for Nightcliff the opportunity to clean up, and she kicks it back into the centre of the ground. But Friel once again is there for Tars and gets a kick forward, follows up her own work, paddles it forward. Now here's an opportunity. They've got the ball out in some space. Oh, the hand pass came back inboard and put Lay under some trouble, but she recovered well enough to get a kick inboard. But first to the ball, loose ball out there was Gaffer for Nightcliff, but just as Tars were picking up, and Murphy it was, and looked like an opportunity to score once again. The Sirens beating them.
Definitely was. Jacinta Friel has really come along in this second quarter. She's been a real powerhouse for Waratah's footy club, but unfortunately the Siren beat them to it. So we're leading into half time here. We've got Nightcliff 31 playing Waratah's 8, so making a bit of a game of it. But Still a lot of work to do in this second half, Stu.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot better, a lot more promising from Tars. Just 1-2 in that quarter, and as you said, a lot better contest, and as far as the scoreboard's concerned as well. But we'll be back after half time to see if they can continue that improvement. Work down there by Anderson again, running inside forward, 50 kicks long towards goal. It's going to bounce all the way through for a goal.
It's a blessing because I'm born and bred in NT, lived here all my life, and to get to play with all the girls, most of them are from here, some of them are come in, but they've made their place here, and it's really exciting. I reckon it's up there. I reckon if we could get a premiership in the Women's Premier League, it would be really good, but this is all right for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honour to welcome each and every one of you to Larrakia land. May our ancestors guide and protect you always. Thank you.
And he gets the free kick. Moves it quickly. Philo off a step. 50 out. Long kick.
Yep.
Just think through. Well done, Brody Philo.
Just sort of went out there and did my role pretty much and got the chocolates in the end, I guess. Credits to the boys, to the Woodville West Torrens boys who were in the premiership last year. They're a pretty good team, hard, gut-running team. First quarter looked pretty hard, and we thought it was going in for a long day. I mean, we just grind away, and as the quarter game got on, we got the job done. Broke them open in the last quarter, I guess.
Getting that one in. He's looking forward to see who his options are. Joey Salmon's in there, Jackson Calder's in there. He dives for it. Jack Lance trying to mop it up, gets it over the top, and Nicky Yaron's going to run onto it and get St Mary's first goal.
Well, that was against the run of play, that one. Whole time, that's the best part. Holtz Fitz shows one way, then goes the other, steps inside. He's got Stafford as the target, sliding, takes a chest mark, and he'll be paid. He's going to be kicking from just inside the 50-metre mark, and he sets it up high and beautifully, and straight through the middle does the big guy.
Didn't even look like missing, Ash.
Now they can run away with it through Thomas Clark. Clark picks out Campbell. Campbell just turns and go onto the left foot from 50. He wants to bounce it in the square. It doesn't need to, though. All clear.
The goal umpire did not even move, Ash.
As Kieran Parnell plays on quickly, doesn't wait, sends it up looking in the direction of Calder. Dropping back there is Bean, couldn't take it first time. Yaron tries to soccer it through, and it comes to the older brother Lant. That's Jack Lant, who puts it through. Lant, handball over the top to brother Jack. Onto Paredes. Paredes from 45 has a chance to score, and the skipper leads the way.
Yeah, well, Nate Paredes, he's been an absolute superstar for damaging he can be. Brandon Grenfell gets it out of the ruck with a big kick into the forward 50. Jack Lant just leaps on it, turns around and kicks it, and he's kicked his third goal for the day.
Yeah, and he made that look pretty easy, did Jack Lant. Campbell just taps it back inside. Clever. Oh, Stokes with a one-handed pick up. Now this is danger for the Saints. It's picked up by Stafford. That's a goal.
That is an unbelievable pickup by Jared Stokes to make that goal happen.
Stokes over to Nicky. Oh, there was a big push out there from Armat Watkins.
Wraith Hodges.
The question, but it's picked up by Vallejo. Gives it off to Braxton Armat. Across right foot kick. Didn't look pretty, but it came to Grenfell with a right foot snap at goal that looks good.
Well, Brandon Grenfell getting a goal for St Mary's.
Clipped high, let go, play on is the call. Danger here, it comes to Salmon. Salmon can score from there, and he does.
Well, Nate Paredes with the quick hands there. His skills today have been amazing, just so super quick.
Jared Stokes tried to get it. Now he's got it. The skipper can run into an open goal, and he does.
Well, that was absolutely textbook Jared Stokes. If you've watched him for the last few years, that's his bread and butter.
Grenfell in this time, and Nicky read it beautifully off the hands of Grenfell. Puts it up to the forward position where Watkins takes the mark, gives a handball over to Pendlebury, who kicks the goal. Pass was okay, but it was dropped at the crucial time as O'Connell now has a bounce. Gets to 55. Lines it up long. And that's a great goal. When it comes to Simpson, who spilled eventually what he probably should have taken. And comes over the top to Hammond. Hammond's got it. Hammond's pass has picked out a teammate. The kick looks pretty good off the boot and has gone straight through. Picks off a teammate, and that's Daniel Quinn. Quinn gives it over to another teammate, Bailey Edwards, on that goal line. The Eagles, as Bailey Edwards says, you don't actually need to put anyone there because I'm going to kick it from where I am. The pressure right on O'Connell. This is danger. He kicked a goal in similar fashion. He's going to go for goal again, this time from 65 out. Is the bounce good? Yes. Is it any good? You better believe it is. Way as Simpson took front position and then gave it off to his teammate in Boyce. Boyce just sent it forward. Now it's picked up by Butson. Across to his running Priest. Priest can run into an open goal. And the Eagles have gone from 4 points down to 2 points up. Wilson with a hurried kick high into the forward zone for the Nightcliff Tigers. Now it comes out to Hooper. Hooper with a left foot snap at goal. Looks pretty good. Round 13. Stephen Motlop. Handball back inside. Here we go again. Bo O'Connell. He's already kicked two. Has he kicked a third? Gee, he's come close. I'd say he's done it.
Yep.
Loose, can they get away with it? Priest just knocks it backwards cleverly to Bo O'Connell in a short pass. Oh, had a teammate lined up. Motlop there shakes off one with a hurried handball. Intercepted it was by Keelan Fijo, who puts it through. And the Eagles are back in front. Away they go. Gow. Just as he kicks, it's put away. Danger territory. It's in the hands of Hooper. And Hooper gets his second.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium for the second half of this under-18 girls match, round 14 match, Waratah versus Nightcliff. It's Nightcliff with a 23-point advantage going into the third quarter here, and they'll be kicking to the left of screen as the hand pass comes back, and at ground level it's paddled forward by Cadell. She followed up well, got the hand pass forward. Now a chance for Magindi running inside forward 50, kicks long on the left foot down towards the goal line. It bounces, but through for or behind. That was a pretty quick forward entry, Heidi.
Yeah, that was a great start. Got a nice quick clearance and then run and carry. That's how they're going to gain territory here, Tars.
So it's Nellie Thomas brings it back in for Nightcliff, and they've got the ball outside a defensive 50. There's a free kick being paid here, rewarding the tackler, and that's Kalakis for Tars. Will take that free kick. She's got a player on the lead here. It's a nice looking kick out in front, beautiful kick, and the mark's taken there by Agnes Magindi. She plays on straight away, runs past the player on the mark, kicks long on that left foot. It bounces just short of the players there, but into the goal square now and close to the goal line. Oh, the tackle's laid, but rushed through for a behind. Looked like it might have been
a little bit high. Yeah, on the weekend, Chloe Lay got done for a high tackle in the Women's Premier League last weekend. And she's only small, but I think she might jump to tackle sometimes and gets them a little bit high. Anyway, got away with it there, Chloe.
So another behind to Tars as Thomas brings it in and kicks out towards the outer side of the ground. The ball paddled out wide, and running onto it down there is Fox Chaffer for Nightcliff. She gets her kick into some space around the outer side of the ground. At ground level, the ball comes back inboard and picked up down there by Peacock. She got tackled with the ball and it spilled out, and it's going to be a Nightcliff free kick.
Yeah, I think it might have been Kobe Lee.
Oh yeah, Kobe Lee.
Went to handball
right,
it, and there was great pressure there from the Nightcliff player.
Yep, Fox Chaffer. So she's got a player out wide, chips it out there, and now McQueen advances it round half forward. So just a series of kicks and marks around the outer side of the ground as the ball gets close to the boundary line inside the forward 50 out there, and eventually it's touched over the line.
And Lily Tastula has made a change here for the Waratah Footy Club. Coach Lily has put Hannah Wilson in a defensive role to stem the flow, I dare say, of Nightcliff. She's rucking right now, but was the main ruck in the first half, and they've put Kobe Lee into the ruck. So we'll see what Tars can conjure here in this third quarter.
Murphy at ground level gets a hand pass backwards, then chases the ball herself. Just loses her footing there and gives Nightcliff the opportunity to come in, but again, strong wrestle for the ball, and perhaps a bit unlucky to be penalised there as the ball spilled out.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be a lot of prior, but she was driving her legs, so it probably was a bit obvious by the umpire.
So ball at half forward there for Nightcliff. And pass inboard, but again a strong tackle, and the ball spills out. Quick kick forward, and now Lapira over the back just overran the ball, and Wilson back there got a clearing kick, but not too far away as Das tried to get a kick forward. Her kick was smothered, and ball came out, but Nightcliff just thumped it straight back in, and good defensive work again by Wilson, but again straight to the opposition, and Poland kicks it long inside forward 50. This time the ball slips over the back. Tackled with it down there was Arfat, and the ball spilt loose. There's a kick towards goal. It's bouncing, bouncing, bouncing all the way through, and it's another Nightcliff goal early in this third quarter.
Just a dribbler here. We'll watch the replay potentially. We'll see if the replay comes up. You'll see the Nightcliff players keep their feet. Tars players are looking a bit tired there. They're under a lot of pressure in their back line. No replay by the looks. But yeah, it was just a little dinky kind of kick over the back, and it just seemed to roll and roll and went through the big sticks, so that's all that matters. Nightcliff now 37, leading Waratah 10.
So just getting set up here, and from the stoppage, from the restart, it's Tars again, the chance to go forward, or the hand pass went backwards instead of forwards under pressure, and Nightcliff players pounce there and then bit of a careless tackle, and it's a Nightcliff free kick, but this time it's chopped off in defence, and Tars looking to run the ball out of defence now and go long.
Oh,
it's
a booming
inside
kick.
50, yeah. Majindi gets on the end of it, just spilt the mark unfortunately, and allowed the Nightcliff defenders to come in. Paddling the ball in front is Drew Cook, but she's dispossessed by Fawcett, but again the kick comes away and it's chopped off, and a chance for Hartaluni once again for Tars, or a bit of a dribbler kick forward, but it finds a target down there as the hand pass comes inboard from Tonkin. Nightcliff defence under pressure, almost a throw there. Play on's the call as the kick from Ulamari comes out of defence and outside of defensive 50, but well trapped down there by Hartaluni once again for Tars. She gets the ball inside forward 50. Majindi over the ball now, just swings past an opponent, gets a hand pass forward, but Nightcliff players bounce on that. They're still under pressure down there as Majindi comes in and lays the tackle on Thomas. But
bit of frustration there, I think.
Yep.
Stu.
Yep. So
Laying that tackle and forcing her to the ground gave away the free, and if she didn't do that, probably would have been play on, and Tars might have actually got possession in their forward 50.
Yeah, they had the numbers there, didn't they? As that kick comes out, that's a nice mark. And it's Lauritsen who kicks the ball towards the outer side of the ground, but well read out there by Kobe Lee, and takes a nice mark in the hands. Now kicks down towards half forward, and a good pass again.
Tonkin again, is it?
Tonkin again, yep. And just off a step, chips the ball inside forward 50, but again it was Lauritsen who read it well and chipped in and took the intercept mark down there, and she kicks to the outer side of the ground now. A nice falling mark taken by Mia Gross out at half back. She goes back and kicks long down the line, and mark not taken, it spills out the back. The tackle was laid down there by Peacock as the ball spills out. Oh, nice footwork, and a long kick inside by Kamala. It's a chance for Nightcliff again as the hand pass comes forward from Das, and quick kick in towards the goal square, and running onto it down here. Oh, just couldn't trap it on the first occasion, but did on the second, and that was Linnell Arfat. And she kicks another goal for Nightcliff. Yeah, and she may have even kicked the first one of this quarter. I'm not sure, but yeah, she's been starting in the goal square since quarter time. And
Tars got caught out here. They all flooded up the ground and left Arfat in the square by herself.
Yeah, she's a pretty tidy finisher down there. So. And Nightcliff have been pretty accurate as well. The 7 goals won, and that one was a rush behind Heidi. So yeah, they've a lot of their shots have been from very close range as well, haven't they? And
that indicates their deeper entries that they're getting, though. They're running and carrying, their speed, their footwork. That's really been a highlight of this game.
So clearance again by Friel for Tars. Gets the ball forward to centre. It's trapped out there, or just running past it, unfortunately, was Cadell, but she swings back onto it now and gets a kick inside forward 50 out into some space. It's a one-on-one out here, but reading it nicely was Drew Cook for Nightcliff, and just ran out of defence and kicked long, and Mia Gross got on the end of this and takes a nice mark. Just grandstand side of centre. She's pointing at her players to get out into space, and kicks it out in front of Das. She couldn't take the ball. A strong tackle there, and that's a one-handed hand pass from Shania Roberts that gets penalised, and a good tackle from Hannah Wilson, and that move looks to be paying off somewhat. Heidi, she's getting plenty of the football back there.
Yep, she's got good height, so easy to defend, I guess, in spoiling the footy, but also her second and third efforts have been a real feature of this game.
So ball at centre wing, and toe poking it off the ground was Fox Chaffer for Nightcliff. She follows up and picks up, gets the hand pass forward, but just missed her teammate down there. She's back in the action again, tries to get a hand pass forward. Kalakis gets a quick kick, but that's smothered. She's in there again, gets a hand pass out to Wilson. Wilson gets a scrubber of a kick forward, but at ground level, working hard in there was Kobe Lee. She gets tackled with the ball eventually, and then gets a hand pass out to Majindi. That was clever work from ground level, but her kick was smothered, and Rabbit picks it up, kicks out into space across the outer side of the ground. McQueen's going to be first there for Nightcliff as she picks up now, tries to duck around but gets caught with the ball. She'll be penalised there, I would think, but umpire said she got a hand pass to it. But it's Tars with the numbers. Hartaloony kicks long, all down towards the front of the centre square, but tidying up. Nightcliff bring it back again. Oh, great mark there by Friel, and she runs straight off. She's got a player in some space here in Kalakis. She takes the mark and plays on straight away, running inside forward 50, kicks down to a one-on-one. The ball slips over the back, an opportunity for Tars, and the kick on goal is good, and it's Poppy Fawcett who finished for Waratah down there, just read the ball over the back, and again, good ball movement from Tars.
Started with that 2-on-1 with Hartaloony.
Yeah.
Probably should have got the free kick, but they ended up kicking it down to Friel, who uses her leg speed, hits up a target in Kalakis, who then wastes no time. That was really important in getting that one-on-one so close to goal, and that was a fantastic goal there for Waratahs. It'll give them a lot of confidence going into the final quarter. At the 11-minute mark, we've got Nightcliff leading Waratahs 43-16.
Yeah, terrific. Just kept the ball moving, didn't they? Kept it in the open and kept it moving, as you said. Kalakis played on straight away and gave them the chance. But yeah, there's...
I don't know what these free kicks are for.
I don't know if it's players infringing on the centre square or... But anyway, it's Nightcliff who'll receives a free kick, swings around and kicks inside forward 50. One-on-one contest once again, working hard back there defensively for Tars was Jeffrey, but her kick was smothered, and now the ball spills out towards the boundary line. There's plenty of players over the ball. The hand pass comes out. Jeffrey's in there again. It's a quick kick forward, but it was half smothered. Working in there was Arfat. She was dispossessed of the ball, and Friel got the clearing kick for Tars out to the advantage of Hartaloony.
I really like Hartaloony's game this third quarter. She's come alive here.
So she paddles the ball out in front, but Rabbit reaches in, gets a hand pass out, and quick kick forward by Fox Chaffer, and the mark's taken by McQueen. She sees a player in some space inside forward 50, and the pass is good. Lolita Das gets on the end of it and takes a nice mark about 30 metres out from goal. She's looking to pass again, and the ball spilled out in the contest as Lapira reaches in and picks it up and then runs away from that pack of players. Did really well there. Kicks to the outer side of the ground, and it's a good pass as well. And the mark taken on the outer side of the ground by Majindi. Majindi looking to bring the ball inboard to the centre corridor. Ball's paddled a bit, and then a quick kick forward back inside 50 for Nightcliff, but it rebounds back out again, and Hartaloony once again swings around and kicks long down the centre of the ground, but Nightcliff set up well behind the play, and Cook takes that mark. She runs on straight away, chips the ball in here, but it's well chopped off, and now Tars the opportunity as Murphy running onto it now. She's running towards the 50-metre line. She kicks long, trying to get it over the back of those players down there. Fawcett looming again. The ball coming out on the bounce, but Fawcett lays the tackle on there down on Thomas, and
must be very close to the end of the quarter here.
Yeah, so Poppy Fawcett, who kicked the last goal of the game, has an opportunity once again as the clock ticks towards 14 minutes, and she'll be kicking from about 25 metres out. So kicks on the way, looks like it's going to fall short. Bit of a push there. Play on's the call as the siren goes, and no score. So again, it's a 2-goal-to-1 quarter in Nightcliff's favour, but once again, Heidi Waratah, some promising signs, and when they get the ball out in some space, they've been able to move it pretty well.
Yeah, I think Hartaloony in that quarter there, a lot of the forward entries came off her boot, really long kick, and then Sian Murphy started to run and carry and getting the ball in deeper and creating some opportunities. So I think it's really positive. Obviously Nightcliff are the team to beat in the competition, and they're showing it tonight, but Waratahs hopefully come out in this fourth quarter and try and make a bit more of a game of it and still be competitive.
Yeah, as they have been really for the last couple of quarters. So we'll be back shortly with the final quarter.
This afternoon here at Waratah, TIO Stadium. To the left of your radio they go.
Wow, what a goal to start game.
Oh, picked up by Makara. Beautiful. Goes for home and has nailed an absolute ripstorter. From the pocket, and he's picked an absolute ripper.
Terrific work down there by Anderson again, running inside forward, 50, kicks long towards goal. It's going to bounce all the way through for a goal.
It's a blessing because I'm born and bred in NT, lived here all my life, and to get to play with all the girls, most of them are from here, some of them are come in, but they've made their place here, and it's really exciting. I reckon it's up there. I reckon if we could get a premiership in the Women's Premier League, it'd be really good, but this is all right for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honour to welcome each and every one of you to Larrakia land. May our ancestors guide and protect you always. Thank you.
And he gets the free kick. Moves it quickly. Philo off a step. 50 out. Long kick.
Yep.
Just sneak through. Well done, Brody Philo.
Just sort of went out there and did my role pretty much and got the chocolates in the end, I guess. Credits to the boys, to the Woodville West Torrens boys. We're in the premiership last year. They're a pretty good team, hard gut running team. First quarter looked pretty hard, and we thought it was going in for a long day. I mean, we just grind away, and as the quarter game got on, we got the job done. Broke them open in the last quarter, I guess.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium for round 14 action of the NAWIC Under-18 Girls competition. It's Nightcliff with a reasonably comfortable lead at three-quarter time, and we'd expect them to finish strongly as Kamala was gone into the centre of the ground now, but Nightcliff with the first clearance coming out strongly from defence was Hannah Wilson, just hacked it off the ground, and running onto it down there for Nightcliff was Bush, who followed up from doing the ruck work, but a ball up's been called here, just forward of centre for Nightcliff. So this time it's Wilson who wins the hit out, but Kamala gets the kick forward. Roberts just spilt the mark down there, and well trapped in defence by Kobe Lee. She was at high tackle here, and it's going Tar's way to Bonnie Peacock. Peacock tries to find a teammate in the centre of the ground, and nicely done there by Hartalini. But her kick's just gone astray and allowed Drew Cook for Nightcliff to run off half back, as she has been for most of the night, and get it forward. But well read by Lapira, and she kicks inside the forward half, and nice mark taken here by Murphy just outside of the forward 50. She's got a player just forward of her, but ignores that, goes long instead over the back as the ball gets down towards the goal line. Fawcett reaches in, gets a hand pass out now. Tonkin now gets on the end of it, hand passes back to Fawcett, who was under plenty of pressure, and she got caught with the ball, and it's going to be a Nightcliff free kick. Perhaps the option would have been to just take it on herself and have the shot hold.
Or even a kick off the ground in that situation, so close to goal.
Yep. But Sierra McQueen with the kick, but it's straight to a pack of Waratah players as Majindi tries to wrestle free of the tackle. Gets it out eventually. Murphy on the left foot kicks it towards the top of the goal square, and that's a nice mark taken down there by McQueen once again for Nightcliff. She chips short to it's a 1-on-2 though, and now Kalakis in there reaches in, picks it up, now gets tackled, gets a hand pass out nicely to Lapira. She's a long way down the ground. We're used to seeing her in the back half, and working her way to the front and taking the mark was Poppy Fawcett. Just good work there. She sees a free player, well, it wasn't really a free player, it was a player under plenty of pressure, and tried to pass off, and Nightcliff just closed on that and bring it out of defence now. So another goal scoring opportunity goes by, and Nightcliff just run it out of defence as a free kick after disposal here, and it's going to come downfield to Shania Roberts, although she doesn't really know it at this stage. So Roberts takes the free kick now. She's got a running player out wide, and that was Bush, who kicks long towards the goal line. The ball checks and favours. Wow, favours Fat once again, and another great finish by Linnell Arfat, who's been playing out of the goal square since quarter time, and yeah, she's certainly proved herself to be handy around goals.
Yeah, that goal came about from a booming torpedo here on the 50.
Yeah,
I don't know whether she meant to do the torpy, but anyway, that's the way it worked out. And then the bounce.
Yeah.
Just bounced straight back into Arfat's lap, and a little snap round the corner. Yeah, so if they're going to stem the flow here, Tars really need to be on the ball in the back line and a little bit closer to their player. They had a couple of free players in the middle running through there.
So from the restart, the ball's thumped forward, and Nightcliff looking to run it in there. Coming off the line was Friel, but just left the ball behind. Hacked forward by Fox Chaffer, inside forward 50 now. Nicely hand passed, picked up and hand passed across there by Pollen. But good defensive work by Tars once again as the ball spills on the ground. Fox Chaffer in there again, gets tackled with the ball, and there's a free kick being paid here, I think. No, I think there's an injury, and so the umpires stopped the play. It looks like Imogen Fox Chaffer just hurt her knee a bit in that exchange, and players were going to help her off the ground, but some support staff have come in now and we'll get her off the ground and away from the action. So yeah, just hopefully it's nothing too serious, but yeah, she felt the knee straight away, obviously.
The umpire was right there and stopped the game. We thought it might have been a free kick, but it was for the injury.
Yeah.
So something must have happened in that contest.
Yeah, it just fell awkwardly, I think. So just waiting for Imogen Fox-Chaffer to be chaired over the boundary line, and play will get underway again with a stoppage about 30 metres out, directly in front of Nightcliff's goal at the airport end of the ground. So she's over the boundary line now, and Mia Gross comes on to replace her. So we should be ready to restart now. And we are underway as the hit out's one down there by Kobe Lee, and then later
really
good tackle on the follow-up as well.
Really good second effort there from Kobe Lee.
So she's rewarded with that free kick for her tackle, and she's looking to go out of sight of the ground once again. The ball spills out Friel in for the crumbs, but just couldn't take possession, and now at ground level it's Chloe Lay trying to reef the ball out of there, but was held in by Lakaya Rabbit, and a stoppage once again. There's good tap work there straight down the throat, and the kick comes in and Roberts takes the mark. So
that was a training drill there, Stu.
Pretty clean, wasn't it? Roberts kicks into the goal square now, and that's
pay the mark, sir.
Not paid. No. It's a quick kick, just scuttles through for a behind, but gee, that looked like a mark from here, didn't it?
Had
a few grabs
fair
at
piece of it, yeah.
So it's a behind only for Nightcliff and Tars. Now looking to come grandstand side. Jeffrey's kicks loose off the side of the boot a bit, and chance now.
Who it is?
Yes, it's Kamala once again. He kicks long. This time it's offline. It's bouncing out towards the boundary line in the left forward pocket, but lurking down there is the other goal kicker, of course, and that's Arfat. But this time she just got cut off as she was running in towards goal, and it's rebounded through for a behind.
Waratahs are under all sorts of pressure here, trying to get the footy out of their defensive half.
So Jeffrey's kick gets to the hands of Majindi, couldn't hold the mark, but she recovers, gets a hand pass straight up in the air. Umpire says it wasn't a hand pass in fact, and that it was a throw. And so Shania Roberts will take that free kick just inside the 50-metre line. She's looking to move it on now and kicks long down towards the goal square, up high, but the ball slipped through the hands. Here's a chance at ground level again, a snapshot for goal on the left. But
if you don't mind,
not this time. So
she's got all the tricks.
Yep.
Arfat,
yeah, she's very dangerous around the goals there, but just offline that time.
Quite casual, but then when she's got the ball in hand, seems to get a bit of a wriggle on.
So Jeffrey brings it out again, gets it over the top of that pack of players, and a chance to run onto it now. Hartaluni picks up. She kicks long down towards half forward. It's out in front of Murphy, who's scooting onto it now. Takes it nicely on the one grab. Kicks on the left to a one-on-one inside forward 50. Poppy Fawcett got her hands to it, couldn't mark it, but picks it up on the rebound. Gets a hand pass forward as she's tackled. Follows up again, and a chance down there as McQueen goes to ground. The ball's caught in underneath.
Oh, is he going to call it?
He
so he should.
Yeah.
Very good. Did dive on it there, that Nightcliff player.
Yep.
And
McQueen, that was
McQueen, was it? Yeah, McQueen dove on it and knew that she didn't have anyone around her and dragged it in. So it was probably the right call to be made.
Yeah, it's Poppy Fawcett again, and again she's looking around to see if she can pass off, but
just
eventually
have a kick.
Has the kick at goal, and that's what she should have been doing every other time. But,
most definitely. And can I just highlight there that run and carry from Sian Murphy.
Yeah.
She's been working on her left foot kick at training. She's kicked 2 on her left in this game, and it really does go to show that you keep working and honing your craft. And then she followed up again into the contest, created a 3-on-1, which forced that Nightcliff defender to hold the ball in, and then allowed Poppy Fawcett to kick the goal.
That's right, and again, it's quick ball movement, getting it in quickly gives your forwards the opportunity, doesn't it, Heidi?
Yeah, but in that situation, a lot of under 18 players wouldn't have another, a non-dominant side that they could kick on.
Yep,
they'd try and weave back in inboard and then probably get caught with the ball. But it was really smart work to just throw it on the left boot.
Terrific. So The restart, the ball's thumped out into space. Friel around the back of the pack tries to pick up. The ball slips out of her hand. She's in there again. Picks it up eventually now. Swings back onto the right foot. Kicks the ball back into the centre corridor, and Nightcliff bring it inside forward 50 and running out on the lead. A nice mark taken. And hand pass over the top by Pollen it was, and Roberts gets on the end of it now. She hand passes back inboard. Pollen again hand passes back to Roberts. Oh, she swings that kick off the side of it, having a laugh about it down there.
There's probably too many handballs in there, Stu. Someone just needed to straight up and kick.
So Jeffrey working hard in defence for Tars now. Ducks back into trouble, but got the hand pass out, and now they've worked the ball back to the 50-metre line down there as Friel applying the pressure on Rabbit as the ball spills out. Again, Rabbit at the bottom of the pack. Hooked it back in.
Hold that in, it
Still
might be
got
called.
it back in. It eventually comes out, and nice work through the hands and a long kick down towards the goal square, and mark almost taken, but it spills out here. Kamala lurking, wants another one. Roberts gets a hand pass back. Kamala's got it in her hand. She gets tackled. The ball spills out to Roberts.
Yeah, that's the correct call there.
Yeah, it was a throw, and that was Jeffrey once again. Alicia Jeffrey's working really hard.
Really good in that
there,
defensive 50.
Yep, and that's a good kick. Finds Majindi at half back.
She's got a great kick. She needs to give this one a roost down the wing, which looks like she's going to do on her left.
High and long.
Really high ball drop, but
seems
to get a lot of power through the long lever.
So at ground level, it's Lay who got tackled the ball. Murphy picks it up, kicks the ball out into some space, running onto it down there. For Tars was Tonkin, just left the ball behind unfortunately, and now a quick kick under pressure. Kalakis comes in, gets a hand pass out to Murphy. Murphy swings around on the right. It's all open space down there, one-on-one. Fawcett leads in the race to it over the back, picks up now, runs towards goal, under pressure, kicks towards goal. She's got another one.
Goal.
Fantastic finish. And again, that open forward line, got the ball over the back, and Poppy Fawcett, she's proved a handful down there when she's gone deep into attack.
Yeah, and it just goes to show you have a bit of confidence. Kicked that goal before, and then she's got a bit of a wriggle on, but a couple of times she probably should have gone for goal and was unselfish. Sian Murphy again getting that forward entry, and it goes over the back there, and Fawcett shows a good turn of speed here to get a little bit closer to goal and then kick as she's under pressure.
And the one grab on the ball, wasn't it?
Clean one touch.
Yep.
Critical. She's had a great second half, Fawcett.
Yeah, she's kicked 3 goals in this second half, so terrific effort down there, and they're playing her obviously out of the goal square now as Tars a real opportunity to win this last quarter and take some confidence into the rest of the season. So ball is hooked out the back. Friel again at ground level, just loses her footing down there unfortunately. Now the ball spills out, and Nightcliff looking to go forward. They get it inside forward 50, but just squirts off the side of the boot a bit. Roberts cleverly taps it to her own advantage, and now kicks long towards the top of the goal square. An opportunity to mark, running with the flight of the ball. The hand pass comes across. Guess who?
Get out.
It's half-at once again, who got on the end of that, and another opportunist goal, but just in the right place. Obviously the voice was there, the hand pass came over, and that was a pretty quick reply.
The work in here is just great. Just that one little touch out to just get separation from your opponent, and then probably should have taken the mark here, but smart enough to just hold on, create a one-on-one, and then as you like in front of goal. And that is the end of the game here with Nightcliff 9 goals for 58. Beating Waratah 4-28. So at the end of the day, Stu, it was a comfortable win by Nightcliff. However, like you said, that fourth quarter, Waratahs showed a lot of run and actually quite a bit of quality there in the forward line. Poppy Fawcett kicking 3 goals in the end. Which, Nightcliff might walk away from that game feeling like they probably could have won a little bit more. But credit to Tars not giving up and working really hard. But today I thought with Nightcliff, Nellie Thomas was really good at that defensive role of picking it off and then running it down to Mia Gross on the wing, but how can you go past the two in the forward line, Linnell Arfat and Misha Kamala? Wow, they were just dynamite, weren't they, Stu?
Yeah, fantastic. And yeah, you would hope that they stick at it and come through the grades and into senior footy, because you know, the strength of the women's footy has grown so much in the last few years, and with these young players coming through, it's just going to get better and better.
Oh, 100%. And just for Waratahs, I've got a couple of players here that I just want to highlight. I thought that Jordan Tonkin had a really good first half, and we've already spoken about Poppy Fawcett kicking those 3 goals. It was a live wire in the second half. But players like Hannah Wilson was super consistent throughout the entire game, played in different roles as a key defender and a ruck as well, and Sian Murphy coming through in that second half, creating some of those forward entries that led to goals as well.
Yeah, so an entertaining game of footy. I didn't know what to expect coming in. Nightcliff have been pretty dominant, but Tars have given a good showing, and yeah, it was an entertaining game, as I said, and makes you want to come back and watch more footy, Heidi.
100%. Well, it looks like the under-18 boys are on now, with Wanderers taking on Waratahs, so stick around for that one.